called me about a week before he was going to come home and said he'd be home in a week. A couple days before he got sent to Kabul, they'd called me again to let me know he was getting sent to Kabul. So yeah, then I started worrying.
We are marking 1 year since the Kabul airport blast that killed 13 U.S. service members, including 20-year-old Marine Lance Cpl. Kareem Nikoui. Kareem's brother, Dakota, took his own life this month as well at his brother's grave. His mother, Shana Chappell, joins us now. Shana, thank you so much for being here. I can't imagine. First of all, tell us about Kareem. Share his story, who he was.
Kareem was somebody that was very outgoing, very helpful. He was very thoughtful and caring. He loved being a Marine, loved his job as a Marine. He was just perfect in every way.
Every one of us was impacted in some way. I remember the shame and the anger when that blast occurred and we heard about those deaths. Obviously, exponentially more impactful for you and your family. How have you managed this past year?
It's been a very, very rough year. They say that time heals, but the pain today is just as strong as it was the day I found out. So I'm still waiting for time to heal me. It's affected my family very strongly too, especially my oldest son.
And that's the oldest son, Dakota.
Yes.
Who took his own life at the grave of his brother. What do families not... Go ahead, please.
He actually took his life at the park by our house where he used to go with his brothers. When Kareem would come home on the weekends from Pendleton, he and his brothers would hang out and they would go to the park and they would swing and play at the park as if they were kids again. And across the street from that park is a permanent memorial that's for Kareem. And he killed himself across from that.
How much of how it happened is a part of the impact? Meaning, the Taliban was on security. We were retreating. It was chaos. How much of the chaos of that moment impacts how you feel about this?
How I feel about what has happened to both my sons?
It's an what's happened to you is unimaginable. But sometimes people are lost in combat for missions that we know are well planned and things happen in combat. In this case, it was chaos and it was poorly planned and we were in the hands of the enemy. Does that make it even worse?
Yes, it makes it worse because this was preventable. If this would have been, it was an evacuation. Had it been handled the right way, my son, I could speak for my son, would still be here.
You know, I have to ask you, there's reporting in the last 2 days from the Daily Mail, a Marine who was injured in the blast that killed your son, claiming that the CIA had told them about the person, the suicide bomber, had been identified 2 days prior as a potential suspect, and that they asked for permission to shoot a sniper, this potential bomber. And they said, let me get a military judge to see if it was legal. There's a possibility that the person who set off that suicide vest had been, at least in part, identified, and they were not allowed to shoot. Your reaction?
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I heard it a long time ago. So that's something that I had always wondered, if they had been seen, how come he wasn't allowed to be taken out? They knew it. The suicide bomber planned on doing. Why wasn't he allowed to be taken out? There hasn't been any questions I've ever had throughout all this hasn't been answered.
Where do you lay the blame for the chaos and the death of your son?
On this administration.
All the way to the top? Generals,
yes.
Pentagon, or across the spectrum?
All the way to the top.
Well, certainly I know a lot of our viewers feel the same, and we cannot mourn with you more in the loss of both of your sons. The generational, the family impact cannot be understated. God bless you for having the courage to come on with us, and we're going to do everything we can to remember the legacy of Lance Cpl. Kareem Nikoui, the 12 other brave souls, and his brother who have given so much at the altar of freedom for this country. Shana, thanks for the courage to come on and to share this story.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.